If you could peel back the fabric of reality, you wouldn't find bricks, wires, or matter holding the universe together. You would find motion, endless trembling, infinite waves of light and sound, particles dancing in silence, each vibrating with a hidden song. Nikola Tesla once whispered a secret. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. What he revealed is not just science. It is a key, a map, a way of seeing that can unlock everything in your life. Because you are not a body walking through space. You are vibration embodied, a living transmitter, a receiver, a tuning fork humming with signals that reality itself responds to. Right now, you are not just breathing air, you are broadcasting. Every thought you've hidden, every fear you carry, every hope you dare to imagine, it hums outward, weaving into the invisible fabric around you. And the universe responds, always. Most people never see this. They live as if the world is happening to them, blind to the truth that the world is happening through them. But tonight, in this moment, I don't want you to just hear these words. I want you to feel them, to sense the air around you charged with your own frequency, to feel your heartbeat as a drum in the great song of the cosmos. Because once you realize this, not as an idea, but as a living vibration running through your bones, everything shifts. You stop stumbling by accident. You start creating by design. Think back to the days when life felt heavy. When you woke with dread, your chest tight, your mind racing in circles. In those moments, the world mirrored your state. Problems multiplied. Opportunities slipped away. Even people seemed to reflect your exhaustion. Now contrast that with the rare days when you felt light, clear, alive. On those days you noticed the synchronicities. The right call came at the right time. Doors opened with ease. Even strangers smiled at you as if they had been waiting. Why? Because you weren't just seeing differently. You were vibrating differently. Your inner frequency was tuning reality itself. And whether you realized it or not, the difference between struggle and flow was never out there. It was always within. Why does this happen? Why does low vibration drag you into cycles of pain, while high vibration feels like the universe is bending in your favor? Because reality is not a cold machine. It is a mirror, a living field of resonance. Imagine a violin string plucked in a quiet room. The air around it vibrates, and another string across the room begins to hum in sympathy. That is resonance. That is reality. You are the string. Reality is the chamber. And your frequency determines what begins to vibrate back toward you. Most people think they are waiting for life to change so they can feel joy. But the truth is the opposite. Life is waiting for them to change so it can echo joy. This is the mechanism. This is the law. You are not chasing reality. You are tuning it. Think about it. How many times have you clung to something you desperately wanted? You watched for signs, checked for results, whispered prayers through clenched teeth. And what happened? It slipped further away. But then, the moment you loosened your grip, the moment you stopped caring so much, it arrived, effortlessly, as if it had been waiting at the door the whole time. That is not coincidence. That is resonance. When you chase, you broadcast lack, and reality mirrors lack back. When you assume it's already done, you broadcast fullness, and reality bends to match. It is not your words that shape the world. It is your state. The sages and mystics across time have whispered this secret. Not to hope, not to wish, but to know. Neville Goddard said, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not dream of it, not beg for it. Assume it." But here's the danger. You cannot fake this knowing. You cannot pretend you don't care while secretly clinging with every fiber of your being. You cannot trick the mirror. Reality listens not to the mask you wear, but to the vibration you embody. The first step is to stop the hunt right now. Notice the places in your life where you are in "where is it" mode. Notice the moments you refresh the page of your reality, scanning for evidence. Every time you do that, you tell reality, it's not here yet. And reality agrees. If what you desired were already yours, how would you feel? You wouldn't check the horizon. You wouldn't beg the clock. You wouldn't stare at the empty chair hoping someone would appear. You would be steady, calm, certain. That certainty is not a prize you wait for. It is a choice you step into. And the instant you step into it, reality begins to bend. The second step is to stay in that state. At first, it feels natural. You assume, you trust, you know. But then, the whisper comes. But where is it? Why hasn't it happened yet? And in that moment of doubt, you undo it all. You slide back into the frequency of lack. The way out is surrender. Release the timeline. Release the method. Refuse to demand how and when. This is not passivity. This is mastery. Because the version of you who already has it does not cling to clocks or mechanics. They simply live. When you stop refreshing the page of your life, the delivery finally arrives. And then comes the silence. The gap between the moment you assume and the moment reality rearranges. This silence is not emptiness, it is construction. It is the roots digging deep before the tree breaks the soil. Most people collapse in this silence. They decide nothing is happening, they scramble, they grasp, and they reset the process. But the masters, the ones who truly shift reality, they do not break in the silence. They rest in it. They trust it. They know the fruit comes only after the roots. When you make peace with the quiet, reality has space to bloom. Now, let's step into the scientific side of this. Every cell in your body hums with energy. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field measurable several feet beyond your skin. Your brain produces frequencies that can shift entire states of consciousness. Low vibration states like fear and anger constrict your field. They shorten your breath, tighten your chest, cloud your mind. You literally collapse inward. High vibration states like gratitude, love, and awe expand your field. Your breath slows, your body opens, your mind clears. You radiate coherence, and coherence is magnetic. Science calls it heart-brain synchronization. Mystics call it alignment. It is the same truth, wearing different clothes. When you choose a higher state, you are not just thinking positive. You are recalibrating the instrument of your being, retuning your frequency, so reality has no choice but to echo differently. So, how do you raise your vibration instantly? Start with breath. Right now, breathe slowly, deeply. Inhale until your lungs ache with fullness. Hold. Release with ease. Do this until your heartbeat steadies, until your body softens. Next, gratitude, not as a forced list, but as a felt state. Picture one thing, just one, that floods you with warmth. Hold it in your mind until your chest tingles. Then, imagine the state you long for. Don't wish for it. Don't beg for it. Step into it. Feel the way your shoulders would rest if it were already here. Hear the way your laugh would sound. Let your body rehearse the reality before your eyes ever see it. This is not fantasy. It is tuning. It is science and spirit woven into one act. So from this moment forward, remember, you are not waiting for life to change. Life is waiting for you to change. The moment you stop chasing is the moment everything begins to chase you. Not because you gave up, not because you pretended not to care, but because you tuned yourself into the version of reality where it was already yours. And when you live from that state, calm, certain, unshaken, the mirror has no choice but to reflect it. So I leave you with this. I am not waiting. I am vibrating. And what I vibrate comes. Write it, speak it, feel it, because the instant you do, the universe will echo back, "It is done."